Good afternoon to all present. A warm welcome to all of you to the 55th International Film Festival of India. Before we begin, I wish to let you all know that this press conference is being live streamed so that film lovers across the world and our friends in the media can also view the proceedings remotely. We are honored to have with us two wonderful films, the cast and crew of two wonderful films on the dais today, Swargarath and Amar Marega. So what we will do is we will introduce the crew, share a brief synopsis of the movie, and show the trailer, and then proceed towards the opening remarks. So firstly, we have the director of the Hindi non-feature film Amar Marega. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Shri Rajat Laxman Karia, director of the film. So the synopsis of the film Amar Marega is Amar Singh Bapat, a 62-year-old widower, believes his life is perfect and plans to end it to preserve its perfection. He tells his beloved friend Yogi, who invites over a friend. What begins as Amar's quiet exit turns into a debate among the town's neighbors on whether he has the right to kill himself. So, can we play the trailer of the film now?
श्री अमर हरि सिंह बापत, जन्म फरवरी 1961। आज उनके गुजर जाने पर उनके दोस्त और चाहने वाले उन्हें खुशी से याद करते। ये जीते जी अपनी ऑब्चुनिटी क्यों लिख रहे हो?
मेरे जाने के बाद कोई पता नहीं क्या कुछ लिख देता। मुझे ना जितना जीना था मैं जी चुका हूं। अब मेरे जाने का टाइम आ गया यार।
मौत का कोई ऐसे प्लान करता है? हैं? इतनी भी क्या जल्दी है?
मेरा ये फैसला तुम लोग समझ नहीं पाओगे, और तुम्हारा ना समझना मैं समझ सकता हूँ।
अरे अमर जी, अरे अरे आप पागल हो गए?
फैसला पक्का है? पक्का ही है।
Very interesting trailer. Now we are proceeding towards the second film. I'm feeling proud as an Assamese that an Assamese film is here at the IFFI representing Assamese cinema. We have the director, producer, and writer of the Assamese feature film Swargarath. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Sanjeev Narayan, producer of the film. I would like to extend warm welcome to Rajesh Puya, director of the film. I'd also like to extend a warm welcome to Akshata Narayan, producer of the film. We also have Santanu Raumoria, writer of the film on the dais. We also have another producer, Meghali Narayan, among us in the audience. So the synopsis of the film is, the film portrays the life of Boykuntha, a mortuary van driver, alongside three college students and two policemen who stumble upon a bag full of money. Set in black comedy, it explores the concept that regardless of the path taken to achieve success, fate prevails. Despite facing difficult situations or failures, some individuals persistently seek easy money, never learning their lesson until death, when a Swargarath carries their mortal remains. Can we play the trailer of the film now?
Hello.
নমস্কাৰ, বৈপ্লৱিক অভিনন্দন গ্ৰহণ কৰিম। আপোনাৰ হাজবেণ্ডে গোটেই আপাৰ আছাম লুটি আছে।
নাই নাই, আমাৰেও এনেকুৱা নহয়।
মাত্ৰ 3 দিন সময় দিছো, 50 লাখ টকা দিব লাগিব।
আপোনালোক কোন পাৰ্টিৰ মানুহ বাৰু?
বৰ অসম লিবাৰেশ্যন আৰ্মি ফ'ৰ্চ বালফা।
বালফা এইবিলাক কোনোবা ফুটবলৰ কি কৰিব লাগে মই কৰিম, আৰু যদি কিবা খেলি মেলি হয় শ্বুট কৰি দিবি।
মিয়াও মিয়াও। আমি আমাৰ মিছনটোৰ এটা নাম ৰাখিব লাগিব, বুজিছ? মিছন স্বৰ্গৰ ৰথ, যিখন ৰথত উঠিলে স্বৰ্গৰ নিচিনা ফেচিলিটি পায়। অপ্সৰাৰ ডান্স দেখিবলৈ পায়।
হে বনিয়া বেম্পাৰ ডিজৰ মস্ত থকা আছে
ফুল অন লাক্সাৰি।
So now we will proceed towards opening remarks. I'd request the director of Amar Marega, Shri Rajat Laxman Karia, for his opening remarks.
Amaraj Marega is something. I'm a first-time director. It's a small film, and it is something that started off as a dream, just a man writing words on a paper, until that piece of paper landed in the hands of Mr. Prakash Jha, who maintains, with all of his depth of experience, that all he wanted to do is give a new voice a chance, which many people are still very afraid to do all across the city of Bombay, the country of India, and the world. The fact that that movie snowballed into whatever it became and has landed at a festival as prestigious as this is testament to what could happen if people just give new voices chances. So as we get on with this and as this film continues its journey, I just want to express my gratitude to Mr. Jha, and of course to the NFDC and to IFFI for watching our film, for considering us. It's a huge honor for myself and everybody who worked in the movie. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like the director of the SMS film Swargarath, Shri Rajesh Fuya, to give the opening remarks.
गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन। बहुत ही कोइंसिडेंट है, अमराज मरेगा जहाँ खत्म हुआ, हम लोग का सरगत वहीं से जाने शुरू कर रहा है। तो इट्स कोइंसिडेंट। तो पैसा सबको चाहिए, आपको भी चाहिए, मुझे भी चाहिए, लेकिन हम लोग का जो सरगत का ड्राइवर है वैकुंठ, उसको भी पैसा चाहिए। उसको पैसा चाहिए अपनी बेटी की पढ़ाई के लिए, अपनी फैमिली के लिए, रोजी रोटी के लिए। तो हम लोग सब प्रे करते हैं, सुबह निकलते प्रे करते हैं कि दिन अच्छा जाए, सबका काम भला जाए। लेकिन मेरा ड्राइवर, स्वागत का ड्राइवर, प्रे करते हैं उसको सवारी मिल जाए सगरत के लिए। तो उसका प्रे अलग होता है। अगर किसी का जिंदगी खत्म होता है तो उसका घर में चूल्हा जलता है, उसका बेटी को पढ़ाई के लिए पैसा आता है, रोजी रोटी आता है। तो ऐसे ही मतलब स्टोरी है सरगरत का। और पैसा सबको चाहिए, इसीलिए हम लोग को यहाँ इन हीरो है, उन लोग को भी चाहिए। आज का दुनिया इजी मनी के दौर पे ज्यादा दौड़ रहा है। क्या यही सही है या ये गलत है? तो इसी का ऊपर सरगरत का थिंकिंग है। तो होप गोवा में फेस्टिवल में लोगों ने देखा, अच्छा लगा, तो हम लोग को भी अच्छा लगा। अगर कल भी है स्क्रिप्ट, परसों भी है, देखिएगा आप लोग को अच्छा लगेगा। थैंक यू।
I would also request the producers of the movie to say something, to share your thoughts about the movie being selected for IFFI.
Thank you. First and foremost, we are very happy, that this movie was selected in the mainstream. It's after a decade that we have come back here. 10 years back, one of our movie called Dwar was screened over here. And after 10 years, we have come with this movie. And why we are happy today is more because this movie had a great message into it, which I believe, people, once they see this, they understand the message, what we wanted to portray. And the second is that, this has come as a commercial movie, in the mainstream movie. So we in Northeast, we always strive to be in the mainstream of the country. And this movie was one where we could achieve it. Our house has made 50 movies till now. And we keep on making movies. We make a lot of movies. But the happiest time comes when, you are recognized along with the country. For people like us in the Northeast, it means a lot. So I would really thank and congratulate the entire team of my director, my actors, the support staff, the scriptwriter. Everybody has done a fantastic job. And the timing of the movie, as it was in the time of 2016. And it was only for an example. We said that, the money rolled from everywhere. There were three people. There was a boys group who want money. The driver wants money for his daughter. The police wants money. As you all know, the police are the ultimate thing. And when the police gets the money, after that also, the suffering can come to them. That was what was tried to be portrayed. Because when you see the movie, you'll understand what happens to the money which comes on a day the demonetization happened in this country. So it gelled very much. The whole story, I believe, was linked very much. And I'm very glad to say, yesterday I got an offer here also from a renowned actor, that he wants this movie and he wants to make it in Hindi. So that is something we are very proud of today. And thank you, IFFI, for inviting us and bestowing us this award here. Thank you.
Now the floor is open for questions.
जी हाँ जी
हम जो मैसेज समाज में देना चाहते हैं थोड़ा पॉजिटिव देना चाहते हैं क्योंकि फिल्म ये बड़ा अच्छा माध्यम है और ये देख के लोग रोल मॉडल करके अपने लाइफ में यूज करते हैं तो अमर आज मरेगा ये निगेटिव आपने क्यों रखा?
तो आपकी बात काफी सही है। काफी हद तक लोग फिल्में देखते हैं, फिल्में से कुछ ना कुछ सीखना चाहते हैं, उन फिल्मों के किरदारों को अपना रोल मॉडल बनाते हैं, वो फिल्म को बनाते हैं, फिल्म की टाइटल को नहीं बनाते हैं। तो फिल्म की टाइटल भले ही नेगेटिव है, आप फिल्म देखेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि फिल्म पूरी की तरह पॉजिटिव है। फिल्म की टाइटल एक चीज कहती है और फिल्म होपफुली उससे कहीं ज्यादा आगे लेके जाती है। सो आई एग्री विद यू, पीपल नीड टू बी पॉजिटिव इन लाइफ। मेरी मूवी की टाइटल में हालांकि मरेगा या डेथ मेंशन है, द वन थिंग दैट मूवी इज अ सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ लाइफ।
Hello everyone. My question is to the respective producers. So when you decided to make a movie, what was the key challenges that you have faced?
Thank you so much. First of all, when we selected, the reason why we selected Swargarath to produce this movie was its script, the story of the film. I think that was the highlight when we were selecting the movie. After Swargarath was selected, the scripting work was done and the pre-production work was done, COVID hit us. This is a movie that we have produced short during the pandemic because the pandemic hit Assam pretty hard, and because the Assamese film industry is a growing industry, it's a relatively very small industry. Our organization or our company took it upon us that the work shouldn't stop. We should take necessary precautions because during that time there was absolutely no work that happened in Assam. So this was the only movie that was shot during the pandemic. So of course during the shooting we faced a lot of challenges because everybody had to be tested, all the protocols had to be maintained. But it is with great pride that we say that we completed the movie during that stressful time, and because of our production people could have food in their homes as well. So that was the major challenge that we faced during the shooting. Having said that, during the release and post-production, we had to spend a lot of time because the movie was shot in 2020, and we released it this year. So technically, to match up to the standard of work that is being done today, we had to spend quite a bit of time in post-production, which we did. And thankfully, the movie was received very well, and you cannot really make out that it is a movie that was shot in 2020. Thank you. Yes, please.
I'll add just a small story. Since he said that it was shot during the pandemic, so what happened when the initial few segments were shot just before the pandemic, before the lockdown. So once the lockdown was announced, then there was a break. So what happened? One of the main protagonist, Kamal Losan, he's a very good actor. He's a graduate from NSD, but at that time he was not doing films. He was not a very known name. So he was doing theaters and few small productions, but he was not into films or music, mainstream production nahi kiya tha. So when the first portion was shot, he was not recognized by anybody on the streets. Since you are talking about the challenges after the pandemic, after 6 months, the lockdown is over, first lockdown is over, then our team went on floor to shoot it again, and most of 90% of the shoot was done on streets because the story was like that, people were chasing each other. So now during that time, few of the music videos were released where that actor was present. So he became such a popular star in Assam during the lockdown period because people were sitting in their home watching few TV serials and music videos. So after the second schedule was challenging because everybody was recognizing, oh, this is Kamal, this is Kamal. So that was a hilarious story. But yeah, those kind of challenges were also there. So our film made probably 1 star.
I'm sorry to add one more point here. If you come to Assam, there are certain actors and actresses who are considered to be superstars there, and it is only their movies that do well commercially. So when we were releasing Swargarath as well, there was this question that there is no star face, there is no star value in this movie and how well it will do commercially. Yet we all believe that content is king, and this movie was driven by its content, and it did really, really well commercially as well. So I think for Asmi's industry, it was a big deal because content-driven movie did well commercially. So.
Yeah. My question is to the whole team and especially the writer of Swargarath. I just from the trailer I understood it's kind of a dark humor, is it? Or because of the BGM and all gave us a feeling that it's kind of, you know, I was a little skeptical. Is it, you know, because talking about death and then how you're putting it in a humorous way? I don't know if I'm like wrong. Forgive me for that.
It's not totally dark. Yeah, it's comedy, but it's a I will put it like the slice of life because it's a almost 2 days story. But yeah, we had 3 different groups of people, their lives weave together and to tell a story about 7th and 8th November of 2016. So it's not dark. That's why, yeah, because the main character of the film is a van in which we carry a dead body, na? The driver of the mortuary van, Swargarath. So it is not about death. We did not comment on death, but yeah, there are certain things which, because the driver is there, so his van is there, certain things about date is there, but it's not entirely on date. But yeah, humor is there, a lot of confusion, comedy of errors, those things are there.
Thank you. I think it is also a little bit about, you know, when we look at when we look at the Swargarath, at least in our region, it is considered to be inauspicious because it is a van carrying a dead body. But the drivers who drive it, when you watch the movie, how people look at them, but they are regular people, they are normal people, and the emotions that they go through. And like the director very well said, when someone dies is when he gets food home. So it is more of a take on that, their life, and, you know, how normal their lives are, but perceived in a way that, you know, they're perceived in a different way. I think that is the take that we are going for here, of course, with a touch of comedy.
Hi, congratulations to both the films. My question is to Rajat. So I'm taking off from what you mentioned. You said that Amar Marega is a celebration of life.
Yeah.
And I think traditionally in our movies, in all Indian movies, death has been treated as a taboo. And wherever death comes in, it's necessarily a fulcrum in the movie to signify tragedy. And I think it's an inevitability, but it comes with, you know, a twist in the story and something takes off from there. But never has death been treated as a subject which can, you know, evoke gratitude or evoke a sense of positivity for the life you get to live without it before it is terminated. So did you was this specifically on your mind when you made a movie like this, or what do you think we can do differently to bring, you know, death into conversation without making it a taboo?
That's a fantastic question. Many pronged. I'll try to answer as many angles of it as I can. So I only slightly disagree in the sense that you, I think ऐसी कोई कहानी नहीं है या picture नहीं है जो नहीं बनी है in 100 years. It's all been told, and by मेरे पहले बहुत आ चुके, मेरे बाद में भी बहुत आएंगे. So the least I can do is try to put a different spin on it. To answer your question specifically, for those of you who have seen the movie, our movie starts with a quotation from this movie, Anand. So that was not a reference I had while making the movie. But as I made the movie, some subconscious influences crept their way in, mainly through the editing process, which is when I realized that there is a lot that that particular movie offers about how to celebrate life when facing death. So that's something I drew from. I think there are fantastic filmmakers who like to say some things about it. I don't think it's taboo. I think people are generally just a little scared as beings who are headed towards death. We are all dying, so it's not taboo as much as it's just a fear of confronting the fact that ye ek din mere saath bhi hone wala hai. But I do think there are many other voices that are tackling the subject well. Yeah, I'm not the first, and I won't be the last.
I have a question to both the directors of the film, because both the movies deal in the comedy genre. Like one is on dark humor and one is comedy. So I want to ask both of you, like, how difficult it is to make comedy, the genre of comedy in films, like rather than drama or romance films, or like action movies or superhero movies. So how difficult it is to land comedy in a film? How difficult it is to make people laugh?
ये हंसाना और रुलाना तो बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट है, पर्टिकुलरली हंसना कब हंसे किसी को पता नहीं चलता। हाँ, हम लोगों ने सोचा ये कॉमेडी जोनर है, बट अगर पिक्चर ठीक से देखा जाए तो ये एक सीरियस पिक्चर है, स्टोरी सीरियस है, लेकिन प्रेजेंटेशन हम लोग का कॉमेडी है। तो हम लोगों ने कॉमेडी जोनर इसलिए चूज किया था कि एक्शन फिल्म सभी लोग बनाते हैं, रोमांटिक फिल्म भी सभी लोग बनाते हैं, तो आसाम में कॉमेडी जोनर में पिक्चर बहुत कम बना है। तो इसलिए हम लोगों ने सोचा जो स्क्रिप्ट है उसको कॉमेडी जोनर पे लेके जाके करें, तो देखते हैं क्या रिजल्ट निकलते हैं। तो रिजल्ट अच्छा ही निकला, लोगों ने प्यार दिया, एक्सेप्ट किया, वही सक्सेस है हम लोग का।
एक्चुअली कभी कभी सीरियस बात ना कॉमेडी, कभी कभी सीरियस बात सीरियस वे में बोलते हैं तो लोग सीरियसली नहीं लेते शायद। तो हमारा ये था कि कॉमेडी बोलेंगे लेकिन वो ओवर द टॉप या स्लैपस्टिक नहीं होगा, लेकिन कुछ सीरियस बातें थोड़ा सा हंस के बताए तो शायद लोगों को थोड़ा ज्यादा समझ में आए या ज्यादा रिलेट कर पाए।
नहीं, ऐसे तो कोई मॉडल नहीं था उनके सामने।
ऐसे तो बहुत लोगों को अच्छा लगता, मतलब बहुत फेवरेट्स तो बहुत है, लेकिन हमने जब राजेश दा और हम जब डिस्कस कर रहे थे हमारे पर्टिकुलर स्क्रिप्ट्स के, कोई ऐसा मॉडल नहीं था। वी जस्ट वांटेड टू टेल ए इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी इन ए एंगेजिंग।
पहले हम लोगों ने यही सोचा था, ये ड्राइवर लोग करता क्या है, ये कैसे चलाता है घर, ये लोग एक्सेप्ट करता है, उसका नेबर क्या बोलते हैं। एक सीन में हम लोगों ने देखा भी, एक आइसक्रीम लेके जाके देती है अपनी बेटी को, उसका सहेली भी साथ में है, वो सहेली का मम्मी एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते हैं, लोग बोलते हैं आइसक्रीम क्यों लिया उसके, कहाँ से डेड बॉडी कैरी करके आया, वो नहाया भी नहीं, उसे आइसक्रीम ले लिया। या नहीं,
Rajatji, do you want to add to something?
I think, as Sir quite rightly said, comedy is probably the hardest genre to execute because लोगों को हंसाना, I think, काफी मुश्किल है, but it is also one thing that people love to do. So I think it is a very noble and pure thing if you choose that you're going to spend, how many ever months of your life trying to get a laugh out of people you've never met. It is very hard to do. But I think human beings and life itself innately is very funny. सबको अब कहीं ना कहीं चुटकुले मारना पसंद है और सबको लगता है कि उसे अच्छे चुटकुले मारने आते हैं. Whether he is successful or not depends on how many people he shares his jokes with. But it is hard to do. It is equally fun. जितना भी मुश्किल है, it is worth it. People, it's the most successful genre, and आप आज के ज़माने में देखेंगे तो I from the generation I'm in, you see memes have given a birth. So हम लोग जब 2005 2006 में बड़े हो रहे थे, we saw these movies like Ferera, all the Priyadarshan movies. To answer your question, so Priyadarshan is the role model for comedy. So we all grew up watching these movies like भागम भाग, हेरा फेरी वगैरह, और हमें लगता था यार इस सिनेमा में बैठ के मुझे अकेला इतना मजा आ रहा है, क्या बाकी लोगों को इतना मजा आ रहा है. 15 साल बाद इंटरनेट इतना सस्ता हो गया, इतने सारी मीम्स आने लगे और सब लोग उन्हीं सीन्स के मीम्स बना रहे हैं और फिर पता चलता कि यार ये 150 करोड़ और लोग हंस रहे थे इसके ऊपर मेरे साथ में, और 15 साल बाद वापस हंसना शुरू किया और आज तक वेलकम की मीम्स आते हैं, फिर की मीम्स आते हैं और लोगों को उतना ही पसंद है। भागम भाग के सारे डायलॉग्स लोगों को रट लिए हैं। सो be confident in your comedy, especially the Indian people. We love to laugh. हमें हंसाना आता है, हमें हंसना पसंद है, and we are, we're a good people when it comes to comedy.
Yes, sir. As you rightly said, that the thing is that when we in the stream of media or film, we always say that personal is universal. So while making the movies, do you feel some kind of sense of such things that personal is universal? जो आपको लगता है वो
I fully agree. आपने जो बात कही है, I'm not an experienced filmmaker. मैंने एक ही बनाई है, but sorry, you touched upon a very a core principle. I think that the way to make good art, आपको अगर सोचना है कि ये पिक्चर कौन देख रहा है, तो आपको सिर्फ एक बंदे के बारे में सोचना है कि ये मैं देख रहा हूँ, क्या जो उसमें डाल रहा हूँ मुझे मजा आ रहा है, क्या ये कोई पिक्चर है जिसमें अपने पैसे दूंगा. If you stay true to those tenets, you more than likely will make a good movie. All the best filmmakers, ranging from Hrishikesh Mukherjee to maybe Hirani to Spielberg, जो भी हैं, उन्होंने पिक्चरें I think largely सिर्फ अपने लिए बनाई हैं. They just happen to be representing the people.
Yes. Also, since the movie is appreciated, India's most prestigious film festival, that is IFFI, do you think that in upcoming days, the regional films would be represent such kind of platforms more and more?
Here, I think, nowadays in this country, there is nothing called regional or national now. Everything has become national. There's nothing called regional cinema. Content is the king. If the content is good, the movie runs anywhere and everywhere. I myself was shocked when I released this movie, and the previous one, that my movie ran for 5 weeks, 4 weeks in places like Goa, Pune, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad. We know a lot of Northeasterners, they stay there. But people, when it ran for 4, 5 weeks in these places, a place like Goa, we never expected that movie to run here. Even with Swargarath, this happened. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, nowadays the movies runs all across the country. So when it runs all across the country, that means, everything is national now. There's nothing called regional. Language is not a barrier. And of course, what it is, one thing very good about the Northeast and Assam, which we are very proud of, is that we make original stories. All our movies that are made are original stories. We don't copy. Nobody makes movies like that. We don't remake movies. We don't dub movies. It's all original stories. All the movies made till date have been all original stories. So that is one reason why we are proud. And we have got a lot of awards. We have got national awards also. We've got many awards, movies from Assam. But today, why we are proud and very happy is that we got it in the mainstream movies. So that is the reason, why we are doubly happy today. So getting this award and being selected here means that there is nothing called regional.
Thank you very much. So with that, we have come to the close of our press conference. I thank you all for participating here with us today. And I thank the guests on the dais for their insights and discussion on these two wonderful films. I hope these insights will be broadcasted in the larger media through our media friends. So in the end, I want to present our guest with a token of appreciation from the side of PIB.